Coming up next on Kiss 92 is Rockstar Fit Mondays, brought to you by Gold Coast Marathon and Tourism and Events Queensland.
Wake up.
Wake up!
Wake up!
Get up.
You get out of bed this instant.
And turn it on. Glenn, Angel, and the Flying Dutchman. The Big Show on Kiss 92.
Good morning and welcome to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We welcome back RockstarArms, Natalie Dau. Good morning, Nat.
Good morning, guys. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you. We miss you. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
Too long. How was the Tokyo Marathon?
It was amazing. It was a superb event. You know, one of the world majors, so super hard to get into because you have to ballot. But 38,000 people running around Tokyo in 3 degrees.
Did you beat your personal best?
I did beat my personal best.
Yes. So what was your timing?
It was 3 hours 37.
What, to do 42 kilometers?
Yes.
What?
3 hours.
3 hours? Oh my gosh, I go shopping for longer than that.
But the good thing is, I mean,
Wow.
Nat's an ultra marathoner.
3 hours though.
So this is a regular marathon for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of the distance.
Distance is shorter, but it's far more intense because you're going at a faster pace. So different pain threshold.
And the weather-wise and terrain-wise, what was it like?
Pretty flat, and I think when we started, it was about 3 degrees, got up to about 12.
Okay.
So
All
cold.
right. Okay.
That's cold,
Okay.
yeah. That was
Yeah,
a
but
cold
not
one.
as flat as the Gold Coast Marathon, which, we want to talk about this morning. I think for anyone who would like to take part in a marathon, has never experienced a marathon before, the Gold Coast Marathon is perfect.
I
right,
think
Nat?
so.
100%, and you don't need to ballot to get in. So, you know, if you're not up to running 42 Ks yet, that's okay. You can run 21, you can do 10. There's kids races as well. So it really is a great one for the whole family. And as you said, Glenn, it's super flat along the beach. So it's one of the most spectacular marathons in the world.
And this is happening when again, Nat?
It is July 1 to 2 this year. I am definitely going to be there. So, you know, it fills up fast, flights fill up fast. So, you know, if this is something that you've been thinking about doing, there is no better time to go and get committed. So, you know, book your ticket, then let's start the training plan. I think that's the way to go.
All
Yeah,
right.
absolutely. Like you were talking about booking your ticket, booking early and stuff like that. Well, there are some really great Singapore packages as well that they have on their website, which is goldcoastmarathon.com.au.
All right. It's time to work out with Natalie Dau on The Big Show TV.
Hi, I'm Charlie Puth.
It's my favorite station.
Absolutely the best.
Okay.
All right, guys. So we will do a runner's workout since we're talking about all things marathon. And this is something that everyone, whether they're starting out or wanting to just keep their legs moving as a runner, this is a great one. So we're going to do some wide leg squats, some lunge pulses, and some calf raises. So really working that lower body today. 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. So we're going to go wide for the wide leg squat, and we're up and down. So we're really working inside our thighs here. So it doesn't have to be crazy low. Do what you're comfortable with, but really pushing those knees out over your toes as you come down. Feet should be angled out. Nice steady pace as we warm up, squeezing those glutes, of course. Super important for running. Nice and steady. 3, 2, 1, and let's shake it out. Okay, this time we're going to work on single leg, so we'll do a right leg pulse. So ready to go as we are. The lunging. So we're going to stay low this time. So don't stand all the way up. If you do need to, just try and do 10 reps and then do a higher one. But they're little pulses. You don't need to be tapping that back knee on the ground. We're just pulsing. Try and keep this knee not going over your front one. That's it. So just watch where that knee placement is on the toes. Hang in there. If you've managed to stay down, well done. 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, shake that out. We've done one leg. We've got to turn it around and do the other one, of course. So getting into position. Doesn't have to be crazy wide, just something you're comfortable with. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go down again. That's it, really feeling this through our quads as we're doing this. And you'll feel it on not just the leg that's lunged, but also the one that's bent at the back. So really focusing on those muscles. Doing little pulse movements really does bring it all in. You've got no rest and nowhere to escape. All right, stay strong. Feel it in those glutes as well. 3, 2, 1. Whew, okay. Shake that out. Now we're going to work on our calves, which is super important. If you've got a wall close to you or a table or something, let's use that. All right, we're going to go into a runner's position. So one leg forward and the back leg is going up and down. So leaning forward, this isn't a straight up and down movement. We're actually pushing forward like we're running forward. That's it, keeping that other leg up like you're taking off on blocks on a 100-meter race. That's it. You'll also feel this through your glutes and maybe a little bit through your hamstrings. Almost there. This is a hard one to do for 40 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Shake it out. But a great one to stop injuries. If you've got sore knees, you really want to build up your calves. So this is a really good exercise just to do every day, in a couple of sets for 20 seconds or so. It will make a difference. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're doing the other leg this time. So it's a lean forward and up. Just support yourself on a chair, a table, a wall, whatever you have. And of course, I've got shoes on today, but you don't need to wear shoes. And there shouldn't be so much that you're falling forward. You should be able to do this one-handed as well. It's just to keep your form better by leaning on something. Last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, my legs out. Bernie. Well done, everyone. Ooh.
The calf ones were hard.
Hard, yeah.
Yeah, they're hard. If you've got the right angle, they're really, really hard to do. For 40 seconds is quite a long time. Everyone should be able to do sort of 20 to 30 of them if you can do them well.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was doing 20 on one and 20 on the other because I found 40 a bit long.
Nat,
Yes.
if someone's thinking of going to the marathon in Queensland, and we're talking about July, we're into March now. How do we start this training? How often should we be training? You know, how do we begin?
Yeah, so really good question. I think, I have a coach. Everyone that I know that is a decent runner has a coach. So, you shouldn't be scared to engage one. Of course, you don't need to go and spend a lot of money to do that. But there's, you can get a coach online. You can get great coaches in person here and join a running group. Or you can try something like the Runkeeper app, which actually gives you a free program. So if you say, I'm training for 21 kilometers and I've got another 12 weeks to go, it will help you train for the race and give you the distances and things that you should be doing each week. So otherwise you run the chance of getting injured and burnt out.
Okay, hold on, Nat. We're going to ask you that question again when we go on air, okay?
Sure.
Stand by. Kelly Clarkson, Stronger, right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place. We're talking marathons. In particular, the Gold Coast Marathon that's happening, on the 1st of July and the 2nd of July.
That's right, yeah.
So the question I had, Nat, was if someone is registering for the Gold Coast Marathon, where we're about the middle of March now, how do we begin this training? What do we need to do? What are the steps?
Yeah, so you have still got time to train. Hopefully you've got some sort of base level if your plan is the marathon. If not, pick the half marathon or the 10K. And I would urge everyone to follow a training program, either via a coach that you engage with online or with a training group here in Singapore, someone like Elevate. Or there's something like the Runkeeper app, which is free to download and can actually set up training programs for you. So, if you've got 12 weeks, then join the 12-week program and follow what it says. The danger is getting injured, overtraining or undertraining. So you really need to be disciplined on following a program.
There's so many options for you. There's the 42-kilometer marathon. There's the 42-kilometer wheelchair marathon as well. There's the 21, as Nat mentioned. There's also the 10K, which includes a wheelchair marathon as well. And then there's the 5K, and then there's the junior dash, the 4-kilometer run, which is for kids between 5 and 14. And if they can't do that 4-kilometer run, they can also do the 2-kilometer run, which is super easy, and that's for kids up to the ages of 10. So it's really something the whole family can get involved in.
Yeah, when you mentioned the wheelchair marathon, I was just thinking like maybe I should grab a wheelchair and then get in the wheelchair.
No,
it's
but
hard,
I
though.
just want to say that I think it's going to be even harder.
Yeah,
it's not
than
easy.
actually running.
You need your arm strength, your core
Exactly.
strength. I mean, I think we really are sort of we
underestimate what it takes to be a
yeah.
wheelchair racer.
Because it's
a
crazy.
lot.
It's really hard.
Because you're not going to be able to use
I
your
think-
legs, but your arms. My goodness.
I've tried it. I've done like a kilometre in one of those racing wheelchairs, and oh my gosh, let me run at any time. It was so hard.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
hats off. Those guys are amazing that do that,
Absolutely.
the men and women. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Incredible. So once again, we're talking about the Gold Coast Marathon. You can find out all the information that you need, including travel news, what kind of packages they have available on their website at goldcoastmarathon.com.au.
I'm going to start preparing for this because I really, really feel like going down
Right.
for the marathon, but I'm going to run 5 kilometers.
Yay, I'm with you. I can do 5.
I think the thing about the Gold Coast Marathon also is it's more than just the marathon, because the Gold Coast has so much to offer. If you're going down in July, you're right in the middle of whale watching season.
You are. Absolutely.
And
You're
it's going to be so cool.
It's going to be really nice.
Yeah, it's humpback whales that you'll be able to get up close and personal with. The whale watching season happens from June to October.
Yeah.
It'll be perfect.
Yes.
So you could do the marathon. You could have a bit of a vacation and make it a runcation.
Yeah,
Yes.
man.
Oh, I like that. A runcation. Yes.
Shall we all go?
Yes,
Yeah.
let's all go. Okay, Steve, we're all going to the Gold Coast.
We're going to go party with Nat.
Yay! We'll bring the pom poms.
Okay, I just want to tell everyone, because of what I said earlier on, we are giving away a Hyundai Ioniq 5.
Yes.
Okay? And we're going to be taking your phone calls, all right,
Yep.
on 6691 0920, starting 9 a.m.
Oh,
Okay,
who
so
wants to
get
win a
ready for
car?
that. Can you believe it, Nat? We're giving away a Hyundai Ioniq 5 right here on The Big Show, thanks to Caro.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's,
Really good.
hasn't been done for a long time.
No,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to take part. Just have to tell you that.
Caro are that happy that we're doing the breakfast show now.
Yes. It's
All
just
right.
fantastic.
Let's continue to work out with Natalie exclusively on the Big Show TV right now. It's set number 2. The time is 8:15.
Kiss 92 Time Check brought to you by Putian. This is your
Okay.
Okay, guys, round 2. Let's do it. We know what we're doing now. We're warmed up. Let's get ready for that leg burn on a Monday. All right. Those wide-legged squats. Using our big muscle groups doing this. So it's always good for burning those calories as well, and that afterburn once you've finished. So you're doing yourself a favour. Enjoy that breakfast after this. All right, that's it. We're a bit more warmed up, so these should be a little bit easier. Stay with me, 5 more seconds. All right, shake that out. We've got those lunge pulses next. So getting ready. Again, if you need to come up, that's fine, but just maybe do 10 and up and 10 and up. Just stick to whatever works for you. And if it's hard for you to, sometimes balance is a hard thing on these as well. So it's okay to hold on to a chair. If you need to, that's fine, or a desk or whatever, or the wall. Just keeping yourself balanced is important. So don't be afraid to have some help if need be. All right. Keeping it nice and low and small movements. Really feeling that burn, breathing through it. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. All right, shake that out. Get that lactic acid moving. We're going to go on the other leg now. Okay, little stretch and ready to go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now I've got shoes on today doing these. You'll actually find it's probably easier for balance if you're barefooted to do an exercise like this. So your feet really can grip the ground a lot better. So that's why you'll see lots of people working out barefooted. It is better for balance a lot of times. Let's stay low. Smile. 3, 2, 1. Great job on those, everyone. 2 exercises left, the right and left calf raises. So if your legs are a little bit tight, just give them a bit of a stretch in between. Keep them moving. They're nice and warm now. Let's give these calf raises another go. All right. Again, you know what you're doing, so it doesn't have to be a fast movement. You really want to think about staying in alignment, bringing that calf up nice and high, not resting at any point. So nice and steady movement, not a crazy fast movement. That's it, 10 seconds. Ooh, it's burning. 3, 2, 1. All right, shake that out. 1 exercise left, let's go. Keeping the blood flowing, getting ready for that last calf raise. A good one to do at your desk if you want to get up during the day and just whip out even just a set of 10 on each leg, just to keep the blood flowing. And as I said before, these are a great exercise for rehabbing knees because you want to strengthen your calves if you have any weakness in your knees. That's it. Stay strong, everyone. 15 seconds to go. We'll all be ready to run after this. Okay, last few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo, good work.
I tell you, if I did all that and then went for a run, I wouldn't be able to walk for the next 2 days.
Yeah, my thighs are aching.
You kind of wake up the next morning and go like, oh, I can't feel my legs. Especially the calves.
It's a good leg workout. Yes.
Nat.
Yeah, and the calves, it's a good rehab exercise actually. So, it's one that we don't do enough. But and doing something really specific like that. And like Angel said, she did 20 on each leg, or just do 10 on each leg, and a couple of sets. But you really want to think about form when you're doing them, not just up and down, up and down.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, there was one time I went to the gym and I overworked my
Your
calves.
calves?
Because, you know, there were these calf machines.
machines,
and all
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I did it with weights and all that. And I really couldn't walk for the next week.
I was exactly the same. I had a trainer at back then California Fitness,
Okay.
and I did the same machines
Right.
where you had to the calf. I think I found out later that I actually tore my muscles
Right.
because of that, and I couldn't walk for like a week as well. I was practically in crutches. It
I
was
had to
crazy.
go to the doctor and get some painkillers.
Yeah, no, mine was
my
crutches. It was
Lord.
bad, and it's so painful.
Yeah.
But I mean, Natalie, you go to a gym instructor. I mean, and they make you do these things. Shouldn't there be some warning that comes with it, or you shouldn't be working out until that extent, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's not a great trainer making you do that. You know, that was a body weight exercise, and look how much it burnt. So
Yeah.
then to add weights to something like that you're not used to,
Yeah.
you know, everything is progression. So,
Exactly.
you know, not straight into the heavy weights.
Okay, we're going back on the radio. Stand by.
Kiss 92 traffic.
Okay, a quick look at the traffic tells me that in the CTE tunnel towards the AYE after the Outram Road exit, a vehicle has broken down. So there might be a little bit of a situation there. And also on the PIE towards Tuas at the Jalan Bahar entrance, an accident has been reported. If you have any updates at all, you can WhatsApp it in to 88550920.
Good morning, Singapore, and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place. Our guest for this morning is Natalie Dau, RockstarArms, who will be taking part in the Gold Coast Marathon on the
Yeah.
1st and 2nd of July.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Morning, Nat.
Morning, Nat. You know how we were just talking just now about how Glenn hurt his calf muscles and Angel tore her muscles. You know, as people prepare for this Gold Coast Marathon, there are going to be those that do the whole no pain, no gain. At what point?
Yes.
At what point do we know to stop? Is it just pain and we
I just
stop?
want to put everything in context because, you know, people might be hearing us right now and going like, oh, okay, what happened there?
Yeah.
Why did Glenn and Angel tear
Their muscles.
Yeah.
muscles preparing for the marathon?
No, they were not preparing for a marathon.
This was years ago.
Yeah,
Probably
mine
in
as well.
the
Years.
in
Yeah.
the late 90s or
Yeah,
something.
mine was like 2000s or something.
Yeah,
about
okay.
years ago.
And back then it was no pain, no gain. So
Yeah.
so no relation whatsoever,
Whatsoever to
to
this.
the Gold Coast Marathon.
Yeah, and
But my question is, do we stop when it begins to hurt? At what point do we stop to stay safe?
Yeah. I think there's a big difference between pain thresholds and people pushing themselves, you know, and being uncomfortable or just giving up too easily. So that's when it comes back to getting a coach or, you know, being part of a training group because it's a much more controlled environment. And just to call out to the groups that I know will be at the Gold Coast Marathon, it's like Elevate Performance, Coach, Back Kickers. They're all local run groups that you can go and join and train with, and there's a community that will all be down on the Gold Coast. But I think, you know, if it's physically hurting and you're limping, then 100% stop. But if you're feeling like things are a little bit tight or I'm feeling a bit uncomfortable, then that's totally normal. It means you're progressing. So, you know, I think it's a fine line. Know your body. And the most important thing is obviously recover after those training sessions too.
Yeah, and if you're looking for more resources, if you head to goldcoastmarathon.com.au, there's the A6 Runkeeper, which is an online personalized training plan. You can also join a virtual polar running club where you can get free access to running programs for all levels. So you can train for the 5, 10, 21 or 42 kilometer, plus a 12-week video series on how to get the most out of your running. So there are tons of information on the website. website, including how you can book some travel packages, which includes hotel, airplane tickets, your running passes as well. So plenty of stuff to find on the website. Once again, that's goldcoastmarathon.com.
I think it's going to be the perfect runcation.
Yes, let's
for
go.
the family.
Let's go book our tickets now.
Yeah, you don't have to do the 42 kilometers. I
No.
think 5 or 10 kilometers is perfect.
Yep.
I've got my friend Nazir Alsagoff who's tuned in right now. He runs every day. He
Okay.
runs 10 kilometers every single day. So, I just told him,
He could
I'm
take
like,
part.
let's go.
Yeah.
Because he was like, you know what, Glenn? If you want to start running, come run with me first. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
not? Yeah.
and it's nice to have a buddy to run with because it keeps
Exactly.
you in check, right?
Exactly. So, Nazir,
Absolutely.
let's do it.
Yeah, so if you're thinking once again of going to the Gold Coast during July, the marathon is on the 1st and the 2nd of July. And good news is that it's seasonal whale watching season from June to October. So you'll be right smack at the beginning of it. You'll have the opportunity to get up close and personal with a humpback whale. And it's a fantastic run. It's good weather. It's a flat terrain. I hear it's one of the easiest ones to start with, isn't it, Natalie?
It is one of the easiest ones to start with and one of the easiest ones to get your personal best time at as well. So lots of pluses. Yeah, it is definitely a runcation, party atmosphere. I urge everyone, if you're thinking about it and it's been a goal to run in a race or run your first marathon, then this is the one to register in.
All right.
Alrighty.
Listen to Nat. She knows what she's talking about. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Nat, for joining us today.
Thanks, guys. I'm off to train now. Have a great week.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.
Happy training. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Rockstar Fit Mondays on Kiss 92 was brought to you by Gold Coast Marathon and Tourism and
Okay, we've got a question of the day that's going to run across the bottom of your screen. You're going to use the comment section to answer the question. It's really an easy question. All you need to do is have your best friend with you. We all know your best friend, Google. What's the prize today?
The prize today is a radio frequency treatment worth $388 from Follicle Hair Spa and Salon. Now, if you're trying to prevent daily loads of hair fall as you comb through your hair, then this treatment is designed just for you. The treatment is 90 minutes long. If you want to find out a little bit more, you can go to follicle.com.sg or head to their Instagram. It's Follicle Hair. So what is the question of the day?
When was the causeway opened? And I'm talking about the first causeway, not the second link.
Woodlands.
Yeah? We're talking about the Woodlands.
Woodlands Causeway,
When
right.
was it opened?
I don't know. When was it opened?
In the
I'm not going to tell you.
60s.
They're supposed to tell me.
Oh, right.
Has
okay.
to be in the 60s.
I don't know.
60s?
You want me
maybe
to
early
guess?
I know, but just say
Um,
no. He's saying 60s, 70s.
I'll say early 70s.
Early
Early
70s?
70s, yeah.
Woodlands Causeway?
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. That's the answer, is it?
Go to our.
Is that the answer?
No, I'm
Can
not
we
going to tell
say
you.
early
Come on.
70s?
I'm not going to tell you. Go to our comment section, put your answers in. You could be walking away with a great prize.
Must it be the exact date or can it be
I
like
just
a
want the year.
range?
I just
The
want
year?
I just want the year.
Can't it be the decade?
No,
Oh,
I just want
okay.
the year.
The year. No.
Okay, I mean, this price is decent.
It's
It is,
decent.
it
It's
is.
decent. It's a
but
good
not
prize.
as good as the Hyundai Ioniq
Oh, yeah,
5.
that's
I just
for
want to
sure.
say that.
That's
It's
for
still a
sure.
very decent prize. Good morning, Bibi.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Oh, hayo gozaimasu.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
Where in the world are you?
I'm now in Tokyo. I'm in the Ginza area. And
nice.
previously, I was in the Shibuya area, and I thought maybe want to discover other parts of this beautiful city. So now we're in Ginza.
And you went to the One Republic concert, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
How was that?
It was very good. Those guys were very kind, and it was a great performance. And so a little bit of work, a little bit of concert, a lot of eating, not too much exercise.
Oh, dear.
That's great. So why are you in Tokyo, Bibi?
So there is a food show called FoodX, and so we're here to check out what are some of the new sustainable, healthy food products available. But also, I'm here to do a few more coffee and tea experiences. So less of that, cultural tradition, more so, really learning about the tea and also how to make great coffee.
Wow.
How's the
Nice.
situation in Tokyo right now? You know, I had an opportunity to go to Tokyo for a holiday, but I decided against it because at that time, I think there was still the mask policy going on.
Oh,
right,
It
okay.
was compulsory, and I think many restrictions were still in place. How is that situation right now?
So if I'm not wrong, as of today is the last day, or was yesterday the last day of compulsory of wearing the mask.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't wear much of the mask throughout this trip. But if you're in a place with many people, then yes, you have to put on a mask. And there is no temperature screening or anything like that. But for those of you who are traveling into Japan, just take note that you need to fill up 2 forms online. One is for immigration, the other is for customs, and do bring along your vaccination certificate still.
Right.
Okay.
You know, I just came back from KL last night, and I realized that when I arrived at Changi Airport, we had to
SG
fill up
arrival
and
card.
yeah, the SG arrival
Yeah.
card, the ICA thing.
Yes,
Yes,
yes. That's been
right?
going on for months.
I
been
know.
going on for a
I
while.
don't understand that.
Why?
It just spoiled my experience
Yeah.
coming back. Usually it's a lot faster, and then all of a sudden we have to do the stupid thing.
So
you know, I'm like, what's up?
A good tip is to fill it up before you leave. If you're not going for too long a trip.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
just have to remember the scan code or
Yeah.
keep the scan code. Fill it up before you leave. By the time you come into Singapore, you just breeze right through.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, what is that for?
They're just keeping track of everyone coming in and where you've been.
where you've
just
been,
in
that's
case there is an outbreak
No,
of
but
any
shouldn't they
sort.
know that already?
Yeah, yeah.
Where
No,
I
but this is
came
fast.
from?
Yeah,
This is-
it is. Yes, I know. No,
It's dumb. I just want to say this to the ICA. I think it's dumb. Okay?
No, but you see, when you scan your passport, you scan that you're coming back into Singapore.
Okay.
Right? That scan doesn't say where you've been.
Of course it does.
No. When you scan your passport, it just says Glenn Ong is coming back into Singapore.
Yeah.
They know everything.
But they
okay?
know
Then
everything.
Then they've got to check the flight you came in. It's a long process.
But it's all tracked. I
Exactly.
agree with what you say because even
know
if,
everything.
Even if you have your passport here physically with you, they know where you are because there is a chip in there as well.
yeah.
So they know everything.
So why the inconvenience?
yeah, it is a little bit inconvenient. You used to
It
have
is
to
inconvenient.
You know what you used to have to do? Thank goodness they came up with the scanning. Before you used to have to fill up a physical
No,
form
yeah,
as well.
I remember. No, not for Singaporeans coming back.
No, it was for the thing. It was all for everyone. It was for everybody.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah.
doing that.
That was when I
Yeah.
first went to Australia as well. They had the physical.
Like
one.
when you go into other countries, usually you have to fill up a form. Like
Fill
this
up a
time
form.
around when I went to
Malaysia, they don't
you
have
don't
it.
you
No.
don't need to do that anymore.
Yeah.
But this whole ICA thing coming back is
SG
just
arrival card. Yeah.
just left a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh, you looks like-
Anyways.
you're not going
and it
anywhere.
takes a
soon.
while. You know, after a while, you fill it up and you have
Give
to
me a second,
receive an
Bibi.
email
Yeah,
or something like
it's
that,
very
right?
quick though.
No.
Oh, yours took a while.
Last
Mine was
night
quick.
it took a while because I think everyone was filling it up and you know there were some people losing their patience and all that
Oh
as well.
dear. Okay.
know,
It's
you
all
come
you
back-
impatient
Oh,
people.
I am very impatient. I come back to Singapore. I don't want to be inconvenienced. I just want to go straight, insert my passport, and get out of there. It's like, you know, the foreigners are checking out faster than me.
Yeah.
I'm losing face, you know.
Oh,
This is
dear.
my country.
Poor
Sorry,
thing.
Bibi, you're still
Yeah,
here.
she
Yes,
is.
yes,
she
never
is.
mind.
Okay, we
What's
can
going
rant
on?
later
I'll
on.
rant
yeah.
another time. ICA, are you guys listening? Get rid of this stupid
Okay,
thing.
Bibi, tell us what you've been up to.
So we'll,
Sorry.
So angry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bibi also will get angry when she comes back.
She knows she's been in and out of Singapore. She already knows she's filled
So
up.
inconvenient.
She's already filled up her SG arrival card.
No, I haven't, but I will. It's a good idea to fill it up.
Plus, you have one
Beforehand,
auntie down there
yeah.
telling everyone, guiding everyone. You know, one poor auntie.
Yeah. Okay, let
Anyway.
Bibi is here.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
Bibi.
So today I'd like to talk a little bit about coffee and tea because over here I had the opportunity to experience some of the best coffee and tea. The styles they roast or the way they serve. And one of the places is called Coffee Mameya. There's a photo that I can show everybody. So this is how the menu looks like. It's really cute. It goes by how intense it is to how light it is. And the person who's serving would give you a very good rundown as to how they have selected their coffee, etc. And surprisingly, out of that few coffees, two of them is from Singapore. The top two, the two light ones are from Singapore home ground roasters. And one of them is called a geisha tea. You can see the price. It's quite an expensive cup of coffee to drink. It is a 3,000 yen, which is about 30 Sing dollars now for a cup of coffee.
I have to say, this looks like my aircon filter. No? I just want to say.
It does.
What?
It does.
It's
Piece of paper.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't
It looks like an aircon filter. He's right.
Your
Right,
angle,
right.
no?
The air purifier.
Okay.
Like you need to wash it.
Okay, yes, we get it. Okay.
Okay, we're going back on. We're going on the radio, Bibi. We'll ask you that question again. Like where? Why are you there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Sean featuring Jeff Sutter. Steal the show right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place. Our second guest for this morning is coming to us from Japan right now. She is our principal dietitian, Bibi Chia. Good morning, Bibi.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Bibi. Now, Bibi, earlier you mentioned on the Big Show TV that you're in Tokyo for the Food X 2023. Any highlights that you saw from Food X that you can tell us about in terms of like sustainability and stuff like that?
So there are new products, but I would say, in terms of packaging, people are considering to be more sustainable. That's one of the things that I picked up. And you have foods from all around the world coming into Japan, which is something that is also very beautiful. I had this great experience. I had many tea and coffee experiences, and some of them are in the city, so you can actually experience them in the city as well. And just now on the show, I've showed this little chart of how the coffee is being categorized. So from the most dark roast to the light roast, acidic, least acidic, and from there you can pick your style of coffee.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You know, Bibi, you've been drinking tea and coffee, and a lot of people go, oh, coffee's got so much caffeine, tea is better for you. Is it really? Because tea has caffeine too, right?
Yes, tea does have caffeine, and for some people, tea may be a little bit more mild, so they can tolerate the caffeine levels in tea, but not in coffee. But there are some people who don't tolerate tea as well. So there is actually a good number of cups of coffee or tea to drink in a day, and not to exceed that number. So do not exceed drinking more than 8 cups of tea or coffee a day. And the studies have shown that the benefits increases as you drink 1, 2, 3 cups, and then 3 to 8 cups. We're not too sure that 8 cups onwards is not good for health.
Right.
What about the stuff that has no caffeine, like your white tea, like your green tea and stuff like that? Is it okay to have that all day?
Yes. So non-caffeinated teas are safe. So there are some floral type teas. But there are some herb type teas, which I also would not recommend to drink too much. So, say for example, there are some with a lot of cinnamon in there. You might not want to overdose in those.
Okay.
Do you think there's a conspiracy, a coffee conspiracy? Because it's such a big business, right?
Yeah.
There's so much money.
Yeah.
So, even scientists and doctors and all that, some of them are saying coffee is good for you. But, I mean, they're quite split, no, actually. Some doctors and all say caffeine is not good for you.
Yeah.
Right? So do you think there's this conspiracy going on? And that caffeine maybe is actually not good for people?
There's a whole cartel behind coffee as well, much like
This is
with
what I'm saying.
avocados
Yeah.
and quinoa and all
Yeah.
sorts of things that people are craving for, right? So I think, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
They're paying all the doctors off to say
you
that
think?
it's a healthy thing.
Bibi?
Well, there are research where we put people through drinking coffee or tea and then test their health afterwards. So within coffee and tea, that's more than just caffeine. So there are polyphenols that are and antioxidants that are good for health, and so the health benefits is attributed to those and might not necessarily be from caffeine, but people do. Some people feel comfortable with a bit of caffeine in a day. Like myself, I need a cup of either coffee or tea in the morning to wake me up. And I do think that there are health benefits as long as we're not putting too much sugar or cream or other things inside our tea, like bubble.
Okay.
Right, yeah.
All right. Okay, let's continue to talk to Bibi on The Big Show TV. Coming up, Swedish House Mafia with Don't You Worry Child on Kiss 92.
The Big Show. Kiss 92.
That was the last one on air, is it? Yes. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so what about your tea experiences?
Okay, so we have a very short video of this tea experience that I went to. It's called Sakurai Tea Experience. And that you get this menu where you can order a set of different teas so that you can taste them like in flights. Because it comes in flights, you can taste the profiles. And one of the interesting ones was that it's naturally like salty, but it is tea. So when I first drank it, I thought it tastes a bit more like a consomme or like a soup, but actually it was tea.
Like a savory tea.
It's a savory tea, and it's called Gyokuro, and it's like one of those shade-grown teas that have very high polyphenol content. And what's fun about the tea experience is that you can then go on to make it into a cocktail experience. So they will use the teas to infuse with shochu, etc., and make you a cocktail. And it comes also with like desserts and some main dishes for you to pair with the tea. So the tea is the main thing. The dishes is all like for pairing. So it's a very nice experience. It's right in the middle of the city where it's bustling, but the moment you hop into the tea house, it's just so calm and quiet. So if you like to, you can experience that. I've also taken a photo. We can share the photo of this plant, and maybe people can guess what it is.
What plant is
I know. Artichoke.
artichoke?
No, it's not an artichoke. It's a plant.
It's a plant.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
So this is called butterbur. So when he explained it was butterbur, I was like, what is this? So this is a seasonal a plant where this is then used to make part of the tea. So the experience also includes smelling all different kinds of herbs and seasonal herbs that could be integrated into tea. So this butterbur is used for people with hay fever. Now it's hay fever season, as well as migraine. So sometimes people will make that tea for these two conditions. So it was quite interesting to learn from the tea master.
Butter?
Nice. Butterbur.
Burr. How do you spell the burr? B-U-R?
B-U-R. Yes, butterbur.
Butterbur.
That's
Butterbur.
interesting. Never
Okay.
heard, yeah.
You have a
Butterbur.
video that we're gonna watch, a short one.
Okay, let's watch it.
So it's very delicate. They would explain and then take their time to make your cup of tea. So this is just a short video.
Wow.
Okay,
was a
okay.
very
And then
short video.
there was a little like hourglass as well. What was that? I saw that there was more than one sort of sand capsule.
Yeah, so everything has to be like perfectly
Perfect time.
timed and the
Wow.
temperature. So it was quite a nice experience. But we're prepared to spend some time there. It's not going to be, can I have tea and then grab and go.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
Sit down.
yeah.
It's a whole process.
It's a whole experience.
It's
Sakurai.
okay. It's a more enjoyable experience than filling up the SG arrival card.
Glenn, give it a rest, Glenn. Everyone's got to do
Thanks
it.
to me,
Every-
this SG arrival card will just stop.
Oh,
Will
right.
cease.
Okay, of
and
course.
then you give me credit.
Okay,
Okay,
then we'll give you
okay.
credit.
All
Then we'll
right.
give you credit.
Thanks so much, Bibi.
Thanks, BB.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy
See you
Japan.
next week. Enjoy Japan.
And good luck filling up the SG arrival card when you get back. Just relax. Just calm yourself.
Calm down.
Okay. And it's better to scan the QR than to use their
Their what?
lousy iPads.
Oh, no, I scanned QR code.
Yeah, I know, but there was a whole
There were
row
iPads as
of
well?
iPads
Right,
there.
right. Scan
Oh
the
my
QR
goodness.
code, yes.
Yeah, that's easier. Okay. All right. Bye,
Thanks,
BB.
BB. Bye-bye.
Enjoy yourself. Bye.